Dun, 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 dun. Gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Boys, in this video, we are going to be speaking about the essence of calm. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's get straight into it. Okay, guys, when I was watching these characters, I remember these movies to the fucking T. Okay, I listed out a group here of the ones in specific that came to the top of my mind when I wanted to make this video. And you see here we got John Wick, we got your boy Denzel Washington in The Equalizer, we got Antonio Montana, and then we have your boy over here, I forgot his name, but he plays in Taken. In short, if you guys are unfamiliar with these characters and the roles they play in these movies, all of these guys are cold-blooded fucking killers. But the even crazier thing on top of that is they don't want to be, bro. They are all fucking calm. They all have this just sense, or aurora, as everybody likes to say nowadays, that they feed off, that they give off when they walk into their room. Their presence is fucking felt. And the unwavering amounts of calm is insane. You can see here Denzel Washington in specific in The Equalizer. He's sitting in this chair, bro, and he has two dudes standing there. One with a gun in his hand and the other the boss, or maybe he has a sword or some shit. And he's just sitting there chill. He's not worried about the situation because he could kill these two motherfuckers in an instant, right? And so it always blew my mind because every single time I would be done watching these movies, did I leave with an entirely different mindset. I would leave watching these guys feeling like a killer, feeling like, damn, how do they do it? How are they so calm? Are they so collected, so calculated in everything that they do? And so that's why I'm making this video, and I'll show you exactly why this is important and why you can benefit from this. So this was me beforehand, guys, and you can probably find yourself in this situation. You can see this was not a great time in life for your boy. Completely out of shape, bro. I think this was honestly a couple weeks into me hitting the gym. Haircut was completely cooked. I was drunk, actually trying to flex at a party because I was going to the gym for 2 weeks and you know, seeing the gains in the mirror after 2 weeks, and again, it was just drunk. But for the most part, what I'm getting at, guys, is I was completely nervous. I was one of those guys, anxious. Right, again, like I'm flexing here in the fucking bathroom where nobody can see me, thinking about things. Oh, what if this happens, you know, like that. Completely unconfident. The best way I like to explain is like, bro, what was there for me to be confident about, right? Like nothing at all. Had no confidence in my abilities and the way I looked and the way I felt, all these things. On top of that, I was one of those guys that would talk fast, right? Like you'd be talking to me in a conversation, I'm responding super quick, stuttering. Would sometimes even respond before a word could come out of, before you finished speaking the sentence, right? On top of that, having like super fast movements, bro, fucking things up, like just nervous, again, tying back into that. And then lastly, I was super defending, meaning I'd always try to explain myself to people and my reasoning for doing things and reasoning for acting. And so maybe you're finding yourself in that situation, and that's why I broke this video down, and that's exactly what I'm going to go into, because what happened, and through adapting these things and breaking down these concepts, this is me now. Like, I've just listed off like 5 pictures, and I'll kind of break them down in short. Here's me shadowboxing on top of the fucking city with my shirt off. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Here's me looking like a G, walking. Got my boy taking the firest pic you've ever seen of myself. Here's living dangerous, calm. I'm on a fucking roof. I could fall and die at any moment, and I still do it. Here's me speaking publicly at one of my seminars, actually, in front of people. Again, most people are scared of public speaking. I think it's the number one thing that they would rather die than do. And I again, just at my own event, speaking to a group of 10 gentlemen that were hungry to level up, dressed like a G, felt like a G, confident like a G. And then again, me at the fucking gym, your boy in his outfit, most viral kid you know, pouring up some water in the cup of noodles because we absolutely don't give a fuck. Because we absolutely don't give a fuck, like I was saying before the ad came on the TV. And just remaining calm at all times has helped me become this person. And so how do we do it? What are we going to break down in these characters? How do they do it, right? And so the first thing I always picked up from watching all of these movies is that these gentlemen, okay, Denzel Washington, the guy in Taken, Antonio Montana, all of them, John Wick, they're prepared to die, bro. They are not scared of anything. They don't have any fear in their eyes, in their life. If they die, they have already come to terms with it. They are willing to put it all on the line. Okay, on top of that, the other thing I noticed from watching all of these movies is a lot of the times, these guys are putting everything on the line. They're prepared to die, and they're usually doing it in acts of selflessness. They're not even doing it for themselves a lot of the time. The reasoning behind them being prepared to die and them going through all the hardship and all the bullshit is to save somebody else, to take care of somebody else. And so that's also something I noticed. The next thing is, and this is something that I've adapted completely, and it completely changed everything for me in my whole life, was, bro, you realize that everything's in God's hands. You learn to have faith. I always give the example, when I was boxing, I would be really nervous to hop in the ring and spar, because there were certain days, I remember Thursdays, we would spar every Thursday, and I'd be like, fuck, dude, like I'm nervous. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to go to the boxing gym because I knew today was sparring day. Like, that's how nervous I would be. And then it got to a point where I was thinking to myself over and over, I was like, dude, God's plan has already been written. If something is meant to happen in this ring today, it has already happened. If I'm meant to lose my eye, if I'm meant to break my jaw, break my nose, whatever, it's already happened. It's already in God's hands. And so that level of having faith and being prepared to lay it down at any time, bro, being prepared to give it all away is what will help you in remaining calm, because that in itself like took me from a level of always being anxious to just understanding that, again, God has plans. They've already been written, bro, and it's just on you to have trust in that, right? And then the next thing is, how did I personally become comfortable with putting it all on the line, with being prepared to die? Is I fell in love with the process, bro. A lot of you guys are maybe anxious, nervous, because you're thinking about the future and the things you want to achieve, or the things that could happen, or again, you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about things that have happened and things that you wish you could have changed and all that, the girl that broke your heart. And it's like, when you really just start to fall in love with what you are doing today, with the present, with, you know where you're trying to go, but you're focused on today because you know that today makes tomorrow. And in following today, will you get to where you want to go? In following today, will you get further away from the past? Because you realize that that shit can no longer be changed, and I'll dive into that. Do you fall in love with today? Because you realize it's the only thing you really have. And in that, do you kind of let go of everything? And you're like, okay, I'm already living the dream, bro. I'm grateful for everything I have. If I die, it is what it is, right? And so I noticed all of these characters, they were just always willing and not afraid to die. The next thing is, all of these dudes, right, have fucking crazy confidence in their abilities because it's their life's work of practice. A lot of them have been doing killing, boxing, training their entire life. And so they don't second guess if they can throw a punch. They don't second guess if they can hit the target, right? If they got their gun, they don't second guess that they're going to miss, that they're not able to basically kill this guy, right? And that's kind of on the extreme level, right? But they're always confident in their ability to do so. And so in that, what must you do? You must be confident in your abilities. And so you must learn to fight, bro. You must learn to defend yourself. A lot of the times, and I break this down on the next slide as well, is you're not learning to fight so that you can just go around and pick a fight with somebody. You're learning to fight so, again, that you can become confident in that, and so that you are just capable of defending, right? I believe it's Joe Rogan that says this. He says it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in the middle of war. You have to just be capable of defense. If somebody does something to your mom, right, and you didn't do nothing and you're with your mom at the store, what are you going to sit there and watch him spit in your mom's face or whatever? Like, that's the point. And that's why you must learn how to fight and defend yourself and be confident in your abilities, because in that will you become confident. And then the next thing is they never hesitate. These guys never second guess themselves because they are so confident. They are ready to take any action necessary, even if it was the wrong action. Like I was saying again before an ad came on, they are 100% ready to accept responsibilities for the actions that they have taken. And it's just part of the game. They don't even sit there and think, I wish I didn't do this and that. No, it's already happened, move forward, right? And then another important thing that I noticed is, like I mentioned, these guys don't go out looking for fights. They don't go out starting the fights, but they always finish it, right? They don't feed into situations. A lot of the time, you'll notice it takes these guys a lot to get to the point where they fucking end up killing everybody. They eat a lot of the shit most of the time until somebody finally pulls a string that they can no longer not feed into, or somebody takes their daughter, or somebody actually starts to fuck with the city they're living in and tries to bring drugs into the economy, right, into the little town, specifically in the Equalizer 3 that he's living there. They're fucking with their peace now. They've given them chances to stop, but they don't. And so they never look for the fights, but they always finish it. And in that, they stay composed. Again, they are always remaining calm. And they become the bigger person, right? A lot of the times, again, like I said, where they give these people multiple chances to not pursue what they're doing. They give them the warning, right? They're the bigger person. If you are currently running into a situation, bro, where you're about to get into a fight with somebody or whatever it is, they always back down. They're never the one to throw the first punch. And then in that, do they eventually have to end up fighting anyway because then they get punched in the face or something, but they never start it? That's the point I'm getting at, okay? Now, the smartest way you have to go about this, bro, within life and adapting this level of calm is you always got to be able to read the environment, no matter where you are at, right? Because a lot of us want to be a killer. A lot of us want to learn how to be calm in life and in stressful situations and whatever it is. But you have to realize as well that you need to know where you are at all times. You need to know if somebody has a gun and you don't, it's probably not smartest to try and do some stupid shit. Because I always say the number one life rule is to not fucking die. That's the number one rule. I don't care, I've heard people say this online where you feel like fucking Rambo, bro, or now that you think you can adapt this calmness, right, that you're just going to punch somebody in the face because you're remaining calm and you're confident. But if there's 4 guys in the room and the one of you, or 6, 7, 8 guys in the room, one of you, and they all have guns, how smart is it to feel like the macho man, punch one of them, and then get killed by one of the other 7 dudes in the room? Right? Probably not that smart. You need to know when you're outnumbered. You need to read the room. You need to know when the situation is dangerous. Okay? Because what this will allow you to do is walk away, bro. Like I said, the number one thing in life is not to die. And so anything that really puts you in this situation where your fucking life's on the line, if you have the option to step away and look like a bitch, it is what it is. Take that shit and leave, bro. Feeling like a bitch compared to getting your ass pretty much dying, I'll take that any day of the week, right? I got people depending on me. I got people waiting for me. I got family to take care of. All of these things. Then you have to start thinking about that, right? And again, it's in these acts of selflessness. You're doing a lot of the things you're doing, not for yourself, but for the people you care about and the people around you. So the other thing I always noticed about these movie characters, and in my own life, that has helped me become, less anxious, bro, and adapt and move, again, have this level of calm, is once you understand that everything in the past has already happened and can no longer be changed, no matter how long you fucking sit there and twiddle your thumbs for, you're going to realize that now you are just wasting time if you're sitting there and thinking about it. Because the past has already been written, bro. This is not a Marvel movie where you can somehow jump into the quantum realm, and then the time machine go back and change things, change Thanos from snapping his fucking fingers. It doesn't work like that in the world we actually live in, right? Or at least not to my knowledge. And so what does this do? A lot of the time in my own life and in the movies, you'll notice this eliminates frustration. This eliminates panicking. Now, whenever you're hit with, oh, damn, bro, I have to do this, or this happened and this, you no longer sit there and just think about it. It no longer just goes in circles in your head and you waste all this time. It's unnecessary time that you're wasting. And so in that, you go straight to the action plan. You realize, all right, boom, this happened, fuck, it is what it is. What can we do to fix it? That's the best way to go about it. And in that, you've completely eliminated the things that were keeping you uncalm, bro. The things that were actually keeping you in the loop of not remaining calm. Like I said, the frustration, the panicking, the nervousness, the anxiousness, it's gone now because you don't sit there and feed into it. You're like, all right, it happened. We've eliminated that. We're going from point A to point B in the fastest time possible. What do we got to do to get done, right? What must get done no matter what. And so, boys, hopefully you took something valuable from this video on literally adapting the essence of being calm in life and understanding how to go through certain situations, how to read certain environments, how to become confident in your abilities. If you aren't confident in something at the moment, the way you are going to get confident is by doing it over and over and over and over again for a prolonged period of time. That example I gave you of me boxing, what also happened when I fed into faith, when I fed into God, when I fed into just not being scared to die, was the more I sparred, the more I got hit in the face did I become comfortable with getting hit in the face. I always say, in experience, in action, do you get better. In practice is where you are built and where you become the person you actually want to become. So with that being said, boys, I love each and every single one of you. Hopefully you took something valuable from this video, as always, and I will see you in the next one.